like going to a casino. Investors saw virtually no chance the Fed would end its zero interest rate policy uh, of a scheduled meeting this year later than in October. So, in other words, a lot of money has been moving from the market into bonds. And even Paulie Ryan got in on this and publicly said the economy should be a wake-up call for Washington. New tax laws, free trade. Well, they have free trade agreements now. Policies to get you are going to have ups and downs. And this is what we see in the energy market, no doubt about that. We'll get over to Bloomberg here. Oil booms have lost faith in recovery as the Russian Federation adds to global glut. Hedge funds trimmed bullish oil bets for the first time in 6 weeks, losing faith in a swift recovery as the Russian Federation boosts outputs to the highest since the Soviet Union collapsed. Speculators reduced their long-term positions in Texas Intermediate crude by 9.1%, the week ending the 29th of December. This is data from the Commodities Future Commission. The long drop 12 weeks there. The output is U.S. crude is down 514,000 a day from 4th century high reached in June. This is the Energy Information Administration. Number of rigs in the U.S. dropped to a 5-year low. This is Baker Hughes in tight range. Let me see. Yeah, as China's economy slows, high output in 2 decades from the Russian Federation. U.S. producers are the only ones doing their part to release the global glut. Well, they were doing it for cost there. U.S. crude stockpiles already at 100 million barrels above the 5-year average may swell further. The stockpiles in October, 8 of the last 10 years, is refined as slow operations. The seasonal maintenance is coming up. Remember a post on Facebook of all places out of California. They pay roughly a dollar more. Russian output rose to post-Soviet records to take advantage of the weak ruble to push ahead with drilling. The nation's production of crude and condensate climbed 10.74 million barrels a day, 1% more than a year earlier, topping a record that is from the Energy Ministry there. China has failed to reverse economic slowdown with interest rate reduction since November. The country's growth has slowed to 6.8% this year, below the government's goal of 7%. Investors pulled $393 million in September from United States Oil Fund. That's the largest one of the funds. There's been nothing to bring retail investors into putting money in commodity funds. That's from Rob Haworth, a senior investment strategy at Seattle's U.S. Bank Wealth Fund, which oversees $128 billion in assets there. Other markets, the net bullish bets on New York MEX gasoline increased to 3.8%. Futures declined 3.8%. That's 17,239 for those who want to know that. Diesel futures slipped 2.2% to $1 and roughly $1.50 a gallon there. So they're holding at about $45 per barrel there. So this is the oil picture. We've been looking at this rather carefully the last few weeks, so we get basically what is going on out there. And let me take a quick look at Baker Hughes here, and they usually have a nice statistical picture up there. And this is from RigZone, another reporting agency. This is via Reuters, but nonetheless, Baker Hughes reduction in natural gas rigs. We're at a 13-year low. Natural gas rigs were down this week to 195, the lowest level in 28 years. Drillers reduced the number of oil wells in major U.S. Slay basins this week. 7 were cut in the West Texas Permian and East New Mexico. I hadn't heard of that one. The Eagle Ford in South Texas, and so forth and so on. Nonetheless, despite the cuts, production in the U.S. edged up 9.4 million barrels per day. And let me just quickly snatch up Baker Hughes here and go to their particular site. And we usually like to grab some data. I don't know if we'll have time here to grab it, but let's see. Here's for this week, the U.S. rig count updated in October 2000. Oh, well, wait a minute here. See if we can we get this up here. We like to get the rig count, and we'll get it in just a second here. And this is from their website here, and we'll try to get the rig count. Here we go. Is at 809. It looks like that's a change of 29 in Canada at 179. It's actually up 3 there, and internationally 1,134. So that's basically where the rig count is. We won't spend any more time on the rig count there, but we see basically, well, we'll get it up here. What I said, 809, and basically Baker Hughes issued its rotating rig count as a service to the petroleum industry since 1944. So, in other words, they've been in the business of the rig counts for a very, very long time. Let's go to the BBC now and finalize this. The headline here is Markets Recover After Disappointing U.S. Job Figures. The Dow opened sharply down there. Was down 1.3%. We won't spend a lot of time on that. And this is from Michelle Furet, I suppose. She's a New York business correspondent. After months of solid growth, the U.S. labor market took a break over the summer. The number of Americans in the labor force dropped to a 38-year low. The labor market participation rate there plunged to 62.4%. It's been around 62, 61% for a very, very long time. The jobs report now points to a slower U.S. economy. Stocks tumble. Investors are nervous, no doubt about that. And the Fed is looking upon this a little bit differently. And this is where they are. So we'll go ahead and wind this up by going to the markets themselves. And we'll wait a minute here, just a second here. Actually, we want market data. And okay, here we go. And this is on Friday, unless otherwise noted. It was a good day. The BBC Global 30 was up 42.004. The FTSE, well, give this, was up 26.52. FTSE all shares. We'll just give that one. And then we'll go to the Amsterdam, 3.75. That was on Friday there. The DAC was at 43.82. And in Paris they were at 32.34. In Brussels 15.74. In Madrid 36.30. In Zurich 4.96. In Moscow they were in the negative at 7.14. In Johannesburg also in the negative at 294.82. In Bombay 442.29. In Karachi 219.42. In Lahore 98.99. In Colombo they were at 25. In Tehran on Wednesday they were in the negative 80.50. In Sydney on Friday they were also in the negative 54.90. The Nikkei at 2.71, excuse me. The Hang Seng in Hong Kong was at 659.79. In Shanghai they were at 14.64. Their composite, if you want the 50, it was at 18.92. The Dow at 200.36. The Nasdaq is 80.69. And the Merck, that's the commodities market out in the Midwest city of Chicago, at 27.54. And in San Pablo, they were at 1,720.19 on Friday. And in Mexico, 39.41. Let's quickly go to the commodities, and we'll see actually where Brent crude was. Okay. And here we go. It was up 51 cents at $48.20. The spot was down $2.48 at $47.21. West Texas crude was up 68 cents at $45.62. T-Boone picking a jump for joy. He remembers $15 oil, a barrel oil. Nonetheless, gold is down $7.90 on the Forex. And on Dubai Gold futures down $1.10, and incidentally, that price was $1,106.30. Dubai Gold at $1,113.70. Silver down 12 cents at $14.43. Let's quickly go to the Euronext Life futures, and cocoa was down $11. And Robusta coffee, well, nothing there with it. And what else can we do? Corn futures down 25 cents there. And the Bloomberg Commodities Index, one we have added, was up 76 cents, or 0.9 tenths, at 87.89 on Friday. That was it. 15:50 if you want the exact time. Nonetheless, this will do it for us on the 3rd of October 2015. We'll link Dudley's report, and we'll definitely put it on the Boston Red Facebook page, and we'll tweet it on our economics Twitter, which is, let me get Mr. Dudley here, as we go out. Finding sometimes he said, okay, here we go, and we will put it up there for you to peruse. Is the active use of macro-prudential tools institutionally realistic? Well, it is, and one of the things that you sometimes have to look at here. And we'll throw it up here, E equal MC square, our particular little Twitter feed, so we make sure that you find it. It is on our website, and we little bit Hardly we have a number of Twitter feeds running around here, but it is a numbers